You're all mine.
So, Rex, you lived here?
Huh? No. This is my getaway. You know, like a secret hideout. I lived on Gramps. I'd moor him next to that cliff over the way.
What kind of kid were you, Rex?
I don't know. I've not really thought about it.
I bet you're curious too, right, Nia?
Oh, well, maybe a bit.
I could tell you a few stories about when Rex was younger. Oh, yes. He was a wild child, that's for sure. A bit of a tearaway. He was never the biggest child, but he had a strong sense of justice. Always picking fights with the local bullies.
I think I still have the bumps to prove it.
So he's been this full of energy his whole life?
Sounds like you were right, Antful.
My, you certainly seem interested. Well then, perhaps I'll tell you my best Rex story.
Go on then, I've got nothing to hide. Gramps will just exaggerate it anyway.
So you won't mind me telling them about the time you wet yourself when there was a monster attack?
Huh? No, that's not.
What yourself?
Rex, you baby.
That was just when I was a kid. I don't do it anymore. Don't even think about carrying on with the story, Gramps.
Oh, come on, we want to hear.
No! Pyra, please! You don't want to hear it, do you?
Actually, I kind of do.
Huh?
This is a story about the time one of the local bullies fell foul of a monster. Rex didn't hesitate. He packed up and...
Gramps, please stop!
Is wetting yourself really that embarrassing?
Super embarrassing! Nia, don't tell me it's never happened to you.
Maybe we should hear a different story.
Oh, you'd like to hear an even more embarrassing story?
No! Stop! Don't encourage him, Pyra!
Huh? I just want to know as much about you as possible, Rex.
Well said. Drivers and blades should know everything about each other.
Yeah, well, there's everything and there's everything. Can we please just drop it?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Before I start the episode, as always, when there's a title update, we want to just take a moment to just explain what version we're going to be on going forward, and also explaining the patch notes just for clarity's sake, in case your player experience might differ. As you can see up top, it is the 1.2 version. We're finally moving up. Not only does this include extra items and side quests for the expansion pass, which gives them in various chapters, like chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 5, chapter 7, chapter 10. I'm not going to give you their side quest names because, you know, I want you to enjoy yourself, and hey, we're probably going to do it first. Once again, we're not going to download or buy the expansion pass before we finish the main story. But in case you're wondering, you get rare core crystals, a legendary core crystals, override protocols, favorite foods, and for various characters in case that's something you want. But for the patch notes that go, it fixes a lot of issues with what we call Blade exclusive side quests. Based on the patch notes that I'm seeing here, there might have been some issues in the game in which you could not complete the side quest through a certain point in the story. The patch notes don't give specifics, but hey, at least they're fixed now. And it also gives fixes to Poppy with her RAM, because apparently some weren't actually getting the effects they wanted. But regardless, and finally, which is a weird one, because I don't think we ever came across this is voice segments in menus can now be skipped with the A and B, but now not to my knowledge, I don't think we ever had voice segments in menus. But hey ho. And also, if I may say one final thing, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this go as quick as possible, but unfortunately there has been a loss in the patch. The Moradanian soldiers, they've lost their battle dialogue. So I guess you could say they're done. But
we will have to forget them,
unfortunately. But we have previous episodes which have them included, so they may be gone. But contrarian to your point, they are never forgotten. But enough of that, guys. Let's get straight to it. Let's go back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Hey, guess what? It turns out we didn't have enough forestry, and Wolfric is angry. Oh well, but without further ado, let's go into Elpys Soul Cave. Once again, bite me. And this, you know what? You know what? I've had enough of being, oh no, passive aggressive on it. I'm gonna call the Elpys Soul Cave, and I just don't understand why they felt the name to change, because Elpys Crucible,
What have we here?
whatever it's called,
Spirit Crucible Elpys.
yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well as Elpys Soul Cave. I don't know whether that was a monolith choice or where it was localization, but I just feel like it doesn't quite roll off the tongue, and this is a salvaging point. Okay. Well, surprise.
Oh, I can't wait.
But I just want to say that I going forward.
Onwards.
So, as hoping now I can stop saying bite me.
I'm back. Miss me? Ha.
And if memory serves, isn't this rare Sal's Point meant to be something for a side quest back in Tantal?
Mm-hmm.
So, well,
Treasure acquired.
regardless, let's open up and see if we got lucky. Which I can imagine we didn't. Well, you know what? Let's just try one more time, and maybe with a gold cylinder.
I think it was in the secret part of the Elpys Soul Cave.
Time for
Oh,
some
really? So
treasure
not here.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Also, I can definitely appreciate it being so simple for a salvaging point.
Winning.
And we found a lot of guff again, I imagine, and found a manta ray.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
No, we'll be right back. And a flaming edge, and that means that we get affinity things for killing monsters now. Yay! And maybe you're right in the point that it's a rare salvaging point. So let's move on. At least good to know ahead of time. And going back to the Elpys Soul Cave, we finally get to enjoy the peaceful music here without it constantly being interrupted with enemies. Well, heart-to-hearts, but why not? Let's go for it.
Hey, Gramps. You were protecting this place for years and years, right?
That I was. 500 of them, in fact.
But all that time, I was a kid in Fonstead. I never noticed you doing anything like that.
Well, things have been quiet for the past few centuries. Given 200 years or so, rumors pass into legend, and people stop taking them so seriously. Long ago, drivers used to enter this place quite often, but their numbers have long since fallen off. Besides, the entrance itself will not open for any but a Leftherian. And sad though it may be, the population of Fonset is on the decline. Fewer and fewer people are even aware of this place.
I see.
So you actually had work to do back in the day, eh?
I'm no layabout now, either. I was the one who told you of this place, if you recall.
Sure, whatevs.
Honestly, Nia, you're just like Corinne when she was younger.
Ha! Really?
I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
She was quite the little firecracker. Even came in here once as a child.
Whoa, pretty gutsy.
Though she turned back upon reaching the bridge, she must have sensed that this was a place to be feared.
It's protected by the village's guardian spirit, after all. Anyone in Fonset would know it's not a place to enter lightly.
To fear and to respect are two sides of the same coin, you know. The people of Fonset understand the importance of this place on an instinctive level.
Only thanks to you, Gramps. You've been protecting this place for centuries, right? I think it's probably thanks to you that the villagers have such powerful respect for the village guardian.
Yeah. You can't have respect without someone to keep it alive.
If it were not for the Titan Azurta, this place may truly have been forgotten by the world completely.
Well, I don't think anyone's put it to me quite like that before.
You've done good these past 500 years.
Yeah. Good job, Gramps.
Oh, more than anything, at times like this, I just feel thankful that I'm able to travel with you all in this form. If I'd remained in my old body, I might never have come here and heard those words.
I thought you were going to say something profound, not just bask in the praise.
Okay, like other things about that. I like how suddenly it's Rex, Nero, and Gramps, and suddenly Zeke and Morag are there. And here is something that I kind of feel like is a all-round not well issue, but with a thing about Rex. When Gramps mentioned the Leftarian population is on the decline, Rex didn't seem all that abashed about it.
No.
He was like, everyone in Fonset is dying out. Huh.
Well, then again, Rex is an optimist.
True, but I just don't think you just take what's basically your hometown dying. Especially in previous episodes, Zeke and everyone else has mentioned if Fonset is okay, then Rex can be okay. But this is kind of a contrarian to that, but hey ho. I just feel like Rex's voice actors delivery is a mixed bag all over the place. There are some points in which he should show more emotion. There's some times which it's the wrong emotion. I don't know.
And then there's some points like Chairman Banner.
Yeah, there's weird pauses. I'm not quite sure if it was the voice direction or maybe there was something askew with the script or localization in a nutshell, but either way, it does create this bit of a disconnect. And for Xenoblade, it all depends on how seriously you can take with the British accents, because some of them, yes, are quite cheesy, but if you can just take yourself away from that, the game is still enjoyable, much like how the original was with its voice acting.
And with regards to Rex's voice, it's been nearly 100 episodes, and I still don't know what Rex says when he dies. It kind of to me, it sounds like I'm all overproduced, but I don't know what he says. Do you?
No, I don't. Oh, no. Oh, no, I do, if that was me. I think it says, I'm all out of use.
Oh.
Yeah, because, you've got to get that cheesy 90s dialogue in there as well. But guys, enough about the Rex's voice acting. You know what, let's go back on positive sides. Just look at the atmosphere with the music and everyone failing to make a simple jump. No, but just how peaceful it is with the music and just how lovely the caves look with the sheen of the rocks and also the ore inside. It's such a lovely place to be. It creates a very, once again, a very peaceful atmosphere. And we didn't get this the first time. It was a slog because of the amount of enemies the game throws at you. Mm-hmm. But it's just times like this where you can step back and just enjoy the scenery. And yes, of course, you can always make the argument of like, oh, just grind. You'll get through the enemies easier. Yeah, but we're at level 70 or right now, and yes, of course, you can get to 60, and you won't have the same problem. But you didn't have to do that in the original. In the original Xenoblade, you had enemies, yes, of course, but you had stretches where you could just explore without much trouble. Here, if you want to explore, there's literally enemies in every corner and every crevice. You can't look at an angle in this cave and not see an enemy. And even then, there's always a chance that the more enemies can join in, or even worse, they're on their own, so you think they can take them, but then they call in reinforcements. And once again, I know some people are gonna say, well, there's blade combos for that, and also there's chain attacks which stop that. Yeah, but you don't really have the chance, especially when it's common enemies. You either kill them really quickly, or do it before you can build a blade combo up. And speaking of Lefterians not being able to cover, or everyone else but Lefterian coming in, aren't these guys from Gormont?
I think so.
So what the hell are these guys doing here?
I'm seeing some Orions in there too.
Oh well. Looking for Gammon Grable and Free Dusky Rick. Okay, so we're basically more Hitman missions. Okay. So now we have to kill unique monsters, from what I understand.
A unique monster and 3 dusty reeks.
Okay.
Or 3 gammon gebbles.
Gammon Grebbles. Well, it doesn't matter. They're enemies to kill, including Howard over there. We nearly beat you with our bridge strategy, but too bad. Our party members didn't agree last time. But luckily here now, we can take them out no problem. And guess what? Now our allies are actually being smart and they're not diving into the poison. What a concept! Not dying!
Oh, and our first blade's on there with us too.
Yeah, oh dear. Well, that's gonna go well. It is really weird on how the AI. Oh, you are on the edge right there. It is really weird, going back to my points, how the AI is doing things different from us first time around. So maybe it's the game saying, "Look, guys, I'm sorry for being a pain the first time around here. Hey, you can be easy now," which is a nice thing. Or it could be just, the game's AI being different. But regardless, I just like to think the game is saying sorry. But you know what? No, it's not sorry. Me by beating up Howard.
The only bad thing is the life potions are falling into toxic stuff.
Yeah, but I know that's what we have of Mia for, and hopefully we can keep healed, and Morag can keep up the aggro. And yes, he does have the spike, but 97 spike is not really that bad. I say it now, and I bet you will die in one hit, so somehow. But if Nia can give up a healing halo, that'd be fantastic.
I was able to do sword bash twice in a row.
That's because of Mithra affinity. Oh, I swear to God, every time you do that, I get nervous. Now, are you ready to take a dive? For gems and crystals. Oh, but that didn't take off as much damage as what I thought it would. Oh, well, now I feel silly. Damn. Silliness has found me. And just with the use of spiderwebs here, I thought you were stuck there for a second. It is eerily reminiscent of Tephra Cave, and the spider area coming up in a cave. It just adds to it. And to think, this was a time in which we were really making comparisons to the original as far as level design goes. Be like, oh, this is just like Tefra Cave with the spider bosses, etc. But now that we know what we know, with it being sort of like a mirrored universe, it does make sense, and it is commendable. Why did they have to have Rex's climbing animation so slow? Why is it in JRPGs climbing animations are so slow? Except for Persona 5. That is holiness of ladder climbing. in which don't climb at all. You just jump. I know Persona 5 is a bit exaggerated, but come on, do you have to make every climbing animation so slow and possibly go to a dead end? At least you got to see a pretty blue light, unless there's something down there. There's a chest and a suit. Wait, so there's a tombstone. Oh, that's probably Bants we beat.
Yeah.
Oh well. Is get core crystals and lots of money, which we do not know what to do with. Makes me wonder why you would put the tombstone all the way over there when you could just have it on the bridge. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's dead. There's not really much to dwell on because, after all, they that's one of the worst things. It's better to die than be forgotten. And you know what? Based on that, I know going back to a original story. That's what Jin and all the other blades really wanted.
What have we here?
Nopon?
Flora heals an aching soul.
I wonder if it's one of the brother-sister pawn Nopon.
You know what? I bet you're right. Cave thingy. Waiting to meet friends. Okay, but what? There it is.
Aha!
You're right. How did you get down here, Nopon?
I think we have to find all 12 brother-sister pawns.
We do. A tarnished apple. Well, that was random. But hey, but yeah, but that's going back to what Torna was really fighting for. They just wanted to stop the cycle because they were forgetting, and no one likes to be forgotten. Because I can understand Jin.
What have we here?
Not wanting to forget his driver. And honestly, I don't think anyone of our crew wants to forget.
Opening protocol engaged.
Let's clear this up quick.
I'm on it. It is good to dwell on the past from time to time.
And take your time by opening a chest which probably has a low amount of money. Or could give us a few common cores. You know what? I'm all about that. You know what? Dusky Rig.
Like I showed you
In his side too.
You put your feet up over
So,
there.
you know, all good. I don't know why I'm so speedy like this, but I'll try to stop. While both do rolls, that was quite nice and synchronized. Okay, I'm stopping now.
Superbly executed.
I know, we executed his life. He no longer exists now. So they're all above us. I mean, isn't there an area? Because I think you're going back the way you came, I believe. Yeah, because I think there's a way up from here. Yeah, because memory serves, we had to burn down a big spider web at some point. It was quite the hassle. But since it's been so long, I do not know where.
Me neither.
Is it across the bridge, perhaps? I'm sorry to repeat this, but it just feels really good to really explore the level.
Come out, come out.
I just wish we had this experience on the first time round. Fighting enemies to level up and.
Well, if they want to put in so much enemies, they could at least tone down their aggression levels.
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe lower their level. I mean, because, and this is, and how can I put this? This is. I get the impression that when you first go through this area, I don't think you're meant to play as Rex. I feel like Rex is perhaps a bit too squishy. He's a bit too fragile. I think maybe you were meant to go through this as either Morag or Tora, because most of the time we kept dying and kept draining our party gauge, therefore our revives. But if you were a character that was able to take a lot of hits, perhaps maybe you had the better chance of living. I don't know. I can only assume as an RPG there is many ways to play, and I think maybe we stuck a bit. Well, hello. Unique monster, fine. Darius, let's go. If you can chase him down. I don't know, but continuing on from my point. Sword bash. Three times the sword bash. Very nice. Oh no, I need to stop getting diverted. You can play an RPG like you want, but if my theory is correct, and you kind of would be a benefit if you played either Morag or Tora because they're tanks, it sort of is counterproductive to that design philosophy. It's like you can play as whoever you want, however you want, except for these guys.
And it doesn't help that this cave lowers ether levels.
Yeah, that is actually a good thing, because as you mentioned, we're not getting extra levels, are we? I almost forgot about that. I like how wait, did that enemy just fell through the floor?
He went underground.
No, but there was an enemy right next to him on the left, and he just sank down. Because you had two enemies which had exclamation points, right? If you look behind you, I think there's only one left. Yeah. No, wait. Oh, what are they doing? What the? AI? Well, that's really weird. No. Oh my god, once again, I'm getting sidetracked. I apologize. Because AI stupidity. Yeah, but you make a good point that they make these. I'm not going to. Fine. You shot through the ground there. Now, if you stop breaking physics for a second, it's like they give you all of these disadvantages with this much aggression. It kind of is too much at once, I feel. But I guess in that we were too much for him, and should we just put him out of his misery? I feel like he needs it. Oh no, but this many enemies with this much aggression, with this amount of kindred effects, I feel like it might be a bit too much, especially for when you can be higher leveled than than the enemies here, and still be at a massive disadvantage. I feel like that's a bit a bit user unfriendly, but hey ho. And I apologize if I'm sounding a bit negative. I do not hate this place. I just feel like it doesn't give the best first impression for how much it throws at you all at once. But in this second go round, I'm liking it more. I'm liking it more and more. Especially with the heart-to-heart that we just saw. I like the story of it, and Rex and Azurda, they treat this place as like a holy temple. They're like, this is a home of a great weapon, and it needs to be protective. And I just really like that. and I'm noticing these. I'm noticing these chests are needing a lot of lockpicking and ancient wisdom.
Yeah.
Ancient wisdom I get, but no.
I'm just shocked that not all of the chests require lockpicking.
I don't know.
I'm going all in.
I don't know. I feel sorry for rolling smash. Let me take it.
I don't feel sorry. Actually, you know what? Yes, I do. Based on how the last enemy fared, yeah, I do. He was banging into a wall and not noticing us, so yeah, he has to be put down. I don't know, but something like this, which is optional fighting, it can be really nice, because now we get to see creative enemy designs and creative enemy attacks and whatnot, and just get to see a place that each level can be in its character, I suppose. I know level design and characters are two different things, but still, it just gives an atmosphere. And to me, atmosphere is like character. Level design's character. I am extrapolating way too much from this. But either way, let's go and hunt down the rest of the monsters. So far, this is not a difficult decision. But if the side quest is like anything else we've seen, I imagine the result in the end game is going to be a lot different. And we'll finally get a true meaning to why it is a difficult decision. Dusty reeks why.
Those things like to pop out of nowhere in every place.
Mm-hmm. Came out of nowhere. Well, I guess we'll cut to when we find and as we kill these things in this holy place. Okay, can I say you are remembering this S-level design far lot more than I am.
I'm not remembering it at all. I'm just guessing for the most part.
Well, I'm gonna guess you are guessing right. Her.
I'm just exploring and seeing what path takes me where, because I don't remember which path takes me where.
And guess what? You get to do it all while not being attacked. I'm sorry. I don't mean to rag on this level too much. Even though I am enjoying our second playthrough, I cannot forget nor forgive this level's first impression. But hey ho, I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. That was the sound of a soundtrack falling down. But hey, at least that's done. And after killing the enemies, we arrive back here. Our Hitman mission is now complete. Now tell me, what is the difficult decision that you have?
Cooking duty. That's the difficult decision.
We'll see. It's the same for me. Only when first been back in the day, you know. A little tradition. Ha ha ha.
Are we gonna need Pyro's cooking skills for this?
I'm hoping not, because we have it only down to like level 1, I feel. That's probably the lowest Pyro ever is. Yep, here we go. We gotta look for ingredients to cook.
Luckily, I've been trying to collect every collecting point I've seen.
Well, we'll see if we have enough. A bit of bad experience a few years back. Thanks to the consumer. I'm alright. So ingredients are 7 stray traps and tarnished apples. Well, we have 5 of the tarnished apples.
Thanks, Nippin.
Cordon Kaffir. Alright, fine. Why? And how much of it do we have? Oh, we only need 1 tarnished apple? Yay! Yay! The Nupon helped.
Now we need to collect 2 more fish.
Alright, well, we shall be right back. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh if the fish are there.
Fishy, fishy.
Oh, please. Oh. We suck. That would have been really funny if, like, hey, we can't catch the fish. Can you catch it? They're right there.
and that's only like a couple inches of water too.
God, just get an electric blade and zap. Jesus. But no. The joke did not come to fruition. Damn it. I'm shocked. I'm not funny.
We did have a difficult first impression with this region, but the song is kind of misleading with that.
Yeah, but again, no, that's going back in its negatives, and honestly, you do have a point for such a relaxing song. Its first impressions did give us a really hectic experience, which is kind of counterproductive. But luckily, I didn't cross that line to be like the song is now mocking me, and yay. that didn't take too long. But again, no, begs the question, it was like, what, a few steps up the hill? Really? None of you could do it? You were inside the episode cave! You couldn't go a few more feet. But regardless.
They probably just don't know how to fish, I guess.
NPCs will be NPCs. Let's do this.
Thank goodness you're alright. Yeah, the only damage we got was from fall damage.
But you don't care. All you care about is fish and cooking. Way too much. There's still so much left. While Dromark eats nothing.
Or Mithra.
or Godfrey. We eat. The blade's get nothing. Isn't this kind of what Jin was against? Rest in peace.
I mean, Pyra could be in there helping.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't trust Mithra with cooking. But here we go. I feel like we're finally getting into the backstory of this. Next to the time before I knew it, I was wandering into the vicious monster's territory. Straight back to the camp, fast as I could, thinking I'd be safe with the others. But the camp was quiet and nobody expected a bunch of monsters suddenly descend on it. I don't know who to fight in the end. I was a generous survivor. Sometimes I wish I had gone past the camp, but most eat me, everyone else would have been. Sorry. Well. It's like one's only into. Well, it seems like we all do stupid things as kids. Hey, guess what? It all ties in. Gourmandly kick to it. It's fresh and spicy taste. But I'm rambling on. You want to hear it in your next task? Oh boy,
it's not done.
A shiny stalactite. Somewhere here in the episode, you have to come across one. Have you thought of looking up?
There's probably a lot of stalactites up there.
Yes. And look at the background even now. There's shiny things all around. They're right there.
I mean, those stalactites are shiny.
Just get a blade and shoot it down. God.
Now we gotta take out 2 snakes.
Are we just doing a hitman mission? Ugh.
And aren't these supposed to be mercenaries?
Yes! No, guess what? It's the ultimate plot twist. We become the mercs. The goddamn mercs. Who is running this camp? Oh, wait. And then they disappeared like ghosts. Fine. We'll deal with this if we have to. Well, I guess we'll see you there at the shining stalactites. Just to clarify, stalactites are the ones on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, because they hang tight onto the ceiling.
Okay, good. Good. Whew. I didn't want to sound stupid in the recording for the millionth time. I know I sound stupid, but I want to keep the counter down as much as possible. Nah, who am I kidding? I may think you might not have a choice. You might have to jump.
I think that was a deathly abyss, though.
Well, sweaty. Okay. Yeah, you might be right, but what are the odds that the secret area in this crucible means you have to swim through some of this? But you might be right. I wouldn't chance it, because God knows how much it's gonna set you back. But again, though, we'll cut to when we find it.
Let's not dally.
Godfrey, we're gonna switch you out eventually, I swear to God. Yay, a place we never went to! Now, you watch, this is gonna be the place in which we had to go to. Judging by the way the count is going down, I assume it's right.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Flowers amongst all the spiderwebs.
Yep. I'm not gonna complain, and by the looks of it, yeah, this is exactly where we needed to go. Hooray! Exploration and side quest completion all in one. And
they came up all in one.
In my experience.
All late, I might add.
And what are the odds the secret salvage point is around here too?
Oh, one shot me. You know what? Here's my theory. I predict the special area with the salvage point. It's gonna have to have us trudge through poisonous swamp. Whittle us down to minimal health. There's gonna be like a unique monster at the end of it. I guarantee you.
So we just picked up a bag that had a stalactite in it.
Yes.
It was on the floor, and stalactites are on the ceiling.
Because video game.
Maybe it fell. I don't know.
Maybe. But then wouldn't it make a stalagmite and that'd be false advertising? But either way, though.
Would you look at that?
That is quite something.
What have we here?
I agree.
Here, fishy, fishy.
That is quite something indeed.
It's like the secret area in the ether mine.
Yeah, it's an eyesore. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lovely eyesore. Someone went a bit too heavy-handed with the bloom effects, but it is lovely to see. That sheen. And treasure chest, you thought you could hide from us.
Here, fishy, fishy.
You're wrong. You might be able to hide from Pandora because of her love of the fish, but regardless, we got you and your money, your coral crystals.
That would make for a good thumbnail.
It would indeed. But now, thumbnails and bloom effects aside, let's go back and let's finally hand in this long, drawn-out side quest.
We've arrived. Let's not dally.
Godfrey, shut up. I like all the blades so far. Do not make me like you the least. Because I can't say hate.
Let's not dally.
Godfrey, Godfrey, you're getting a timeout next episode. Meanwhile, save the chief. Why? What happened? Spirit, they attacked us out. No. Ooh, did we wound up all separated? Sadie by his side couldn't get away, but you guys might don't know how long you hold it. You gotta save the others, please. So the chamber pillars on the cavern's lowest level. Wait, so where's everyone else? Including the Nopon? Oh god. Well, I guess now it seems we're not done yet. Let's go to the depths and let's fight to the death.
Let us go.
Portal of the Hero? Well, doesn't that sound intriguing? We'll save it for later now. We have Corden to save. Hopefully he's not done on yet. Oh. I'm hoping it's not what I think it is.
No! We lost the upper hand.
But for whatever it's worth, let's fight, because now it's personal. You have heard a Nopon. Now it's time for you to pay.
I thought the aspids were snake monsters.
Yeah, I thought so too, mate. Maybe they're evolved? Who knows? Either way, let's take them out.
No, pawn, no.
I just hope it's not as bad as what they're making it out to be. Do you like use the anchor shot? Because I'm getting that feeling. I beg to differ. He's now dead. But with that done, let's see how everyone is. Still on, moving. Well, for something is not main quest, it definitely is something else. Oh no. Okay, now I don't know about you, but something is not right here. Not to mention that Nopon. Alright. Well, let's get back to Gormon for a brief time.
Uriah?
Yeah, you're right. Garfont. Gormon's Garfont. Bad time. 2 casualties, and somehow she's the only survivor through both. Yeah. Up to you, because honestly, kid's got a point, but I don't know how I feel. I would like to say something, but I'm just really conflicted right now on what to feel. I don't know whether to trust this guy or not. I get the feeling we shouldn't, but hey ho. I'm hopefully looking off to Boo Peroon in the background for justice and guidance. But
or Godfrey, because he's the Justice Blade.
yeah. In fact, Godfrey and Peroon are both ice users, and yet they're justice-centered. Who knows? But here's the thing, though. If you knew exactly what Vandom would have done, how come you want the chief? We don't really know yet. But I guess on that bittersweet ending, or confusing ending, I don't know. I think it's time to end. So, we'll see you guys next episode, in which we'll continue our trek through the episode Soul Cave.
Looks like a new weather pattern.
Indeed.
Pretty.
Indeed. Just like the Soul Cave. For the last time, bite me. See you guys next time in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.